Hey, my kings and queens. It is me, Alviana Brewster, the owner and CEO of Black Nurse Entrepreneurs, the premier organization for Black nurses who are interested in launching, building, and growing their entrepreneurial endeavors worldwide. Now, you guys know, if you've been following along, you know that we have been talking all about momentum for the month of May. April was all about automation, the month of May has been all about momentum. And I find it to be incredibly important for us to talk about this topic because really understanding how to build and sustain momentum in your business will really truly help your business to grow, but also just sustain it over the life cycle of the business. And we want your business to have longevity, whether you want to pass it down or whether you want to sell it eventually. You want the business to be on its growth momentum and not be stagnated and fizzle out. So momentum is so incredibly important to me. I love this topic. But today, specifically, I want to talk to you about how company culture can actually help to build your business momentum. So let's dive into it. I'm going to give you a couple of tips. I want you to think about them, go and execute them, and then be great in your business. Okay. So, tip number one is, are you attracting and retaining top tier employees and contractors? This is something that I actually had to really sit and learn and think about in the very beginning of my business. And even now, there's times now that I have to really think about what is it that I'm needing? Who do I want to partner with or bring on into the business? What does that person look like? What is their responsibility going to be? And how do I ingrain them within the company culture of BNE? And so, with that being said, do you have a systematic process in place to vet, to onboard, and to hold accountable the people that you bring on to your team? What does that look like? Every VA is not the right one for you. Every marketer is not the right one for you. Every event planner is not the right one for you. Be very intentional and strategic about the people that you bring on to your company and how you go about keeping them there. Okay? Number two, are you in are you modeling your company's mission, vision, and values consistently? I used to work at a company. As soon as we got hired on, they talked about it in our um, new hire meetings and things. Every KPI meeting we went to, they talked about it. Every event we went to, in our emails, they always talked about their mission, vision, and values. And we quickly realized that if you did not subscribe to what they were trying to do, then you probably need to go find somewhere else to go work, because this is the company culture that they've built. And if you do not agree with or align with it, then it was going to be an unpleasant journey. And so the same goes for your business. Are you consistently modeling and discussing what your mission, vision, and values, and also your goals and outcomes that you're wanting to achieve within the company? Consistently speaking it, consistently modeling it helps your team to subscribe to just that. They understand that this is the company culture. This is our expectation. This is what we're trying to grow and build. And if you want to be a part of this, you've got to subscribe and stay within it. Like, you can't start doing some crazy stuff that we don't believe in. That's not going to work. That's going to cause some tension or some incongruencies there. So we want our team to understand where we're headed and what our vision looks like for the company. Number three, I want to talk to you about how you go about valuing your team members. Do they truly feel valued, supported, and motivated? Typically, when people feel that way, it increases their engagement within your company. They're less likely to call off and go missing, but it also increases their productivity. And the awesome thing about productivity is that helps to build our momentum. So really think about how you are supporting, how you are inspiring, how you're motivating, and how you are valuing those people who you call your team. Number four, With your team, are you are you creating an environment that encourages teamwork and collaboration amongst team members? Let's face it, I don't want to be there all the time. I would love for my team to know each other and feel comfortable enough to partner with each other on certain tasks or to ask questions or to help each other grow, become better, to train one another, things like that. I don't always want to have to be in the middle of. You want to encourage an environment where the team is actually feeling like they are working together and things are actually getting done. That will help build your momentum. One thing that will kill your momentum is team who don't work well together, who are backbiting and fighting against each other, name calling, whatever. You don't want that. You want a team that's collaborating together. Number five, I want you to think about creating an environment where the team it honors adaptation to change and resiliency. Your business is not always going to be the same every time. There's going to be changes and differences. There's going to be a need to pivot sometimes. And so making sure that the team understands that and you've created an environment that welcomes pivot when necessary. These are the things that are going to help you to build momentum. You know, if you see something within maybe your business flywheel that's not working, we might need to create a change. We may have to pivot. And with that being said, you want to make these changes quickly and strategically, but you also want your business to survive. So building an environment of resiliency is so key to building the momentum in your business. Another thing I wanted to talk about is this. An environment of communication and transparency is so incredibly important as well, because let's face it, one of the biggest things that we've got to do is learn how to communicate effectively with one another. I can't read your mind, you can't read mine. Plain and simple. So we've got to get to a position where your team members feel comfortable with coming to you with concerns, issues, problems, solutions, their goals, their vision, and vice versa. You feel comfortable with going to them, talking to them about the things that you're wanting or don't want, and that everyone is transparent. We're creating an environment of transparency. So we put things out on the table and we discuss them amongst each other freely and openly. At the end of the day, if you have team members that are not subscribing to these things, that do not care about the importance of the company culture, that do not care about the clientele that you serve, if you have people on your team that are being more disruptive than productive, then you might got to fire them. It's time to maybe change and get somebody else in the position. You know, of course, it's going to depend on your thoughts behind that. It may take some maybe it's something simple. Maybe they're being not being productive for a specific reason, and maybe it takes a simple conversation to figure it out, make a tweak, and move on. But sometimes I think we hold on to people too long. You know, we're trying to make it work. We're trying to help them out. We're trying to, you know, if I have one more conversation about this wrong thing that you've done or not meeting your goals or whatever, if I have that one more conversation, then hopefully things will turn around. And I get it. I understand. I've been there and I've done that. But at some point in time, we've got to go ahead and fire. When it's not working, your company culture literally is at stake. And so you want to get to a position where business is no longer an emotional decision, but it's a decision that's best for the business. And if that means letting go of somebody and bringing somebody else in, by all means, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. So in conclusion, I just want to say that the company culture that you have in your business will help to improve the momentum. When you have employees that are happy about being there, they feel empowered and inspired to share their thoughts and ideas and expertise. They feel wanted and welcome. They feel valued. The majority of the time, then their productivity level increases and the momentum of the business increases as well. And the cool thing about it is whenever everybody likes working for you or likes being a part of the team, usually your clientele will recognize that. They'll say, man, it looks like an awesome business. Of course, I want to do business with them because it looks like they have things together. I like how their customer service is. I like how the company culture is. I like what they're doing. And of course, I want to spend my money over there with them. So don't ever for a minute take for granted the importance of building a solid company culture when it comes to thinking about the business's momentum and just in general. Building a solid company culture is one of those very valuable things. Like we could talk about that on and on and on. But for the sake of our conversation today, company culture plays an incredibly important role in building your business's momentum. Okay? So that is my time. What I wanted to do is make an offer to you to join us in our Black Nurse Entrepreneurs B&E Elite membership. The membership is where everybody there gets to experience B&E on a higher level. Our networking, our visibility, our expertise um, just goes to another level. So I'm inviting you to be a part of our B&E Elite membership. If you have not joined, then you gotta join. You gotta come hang out with us because we're doing great things there. Okay. So you join by going to our website at blacknurseentrepreneurs.org, or you can always shoot me a message and I will gladly get you onboarded and welcome you with open arms into our membership. Okay. That is my time for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you got something out of this because I strongly believe that momentum is such a powerful thing in your business. So you want to have positive momentum. And not only that, you want to have momentum that's explosive. You want to be able to take your hands off of the business and it's just running, 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 running. Okay. Much love to you. And I will see you soon.